at the bottom of this. Now I'm 15 floors higher than I was yesterday, right? And so the reason I wanted to use this whole example of the I want you to imagine right now, ladies and gentlemen, actually before we do that, the title of this is Don't Fear the Height. Now I want to do Don't Fear the Fall, but I didn't want it to be the fall to be the focus, because what you focus on continues. So follow me here. So the building, what's going to happen with you is that if you were to go outside, and let's say while you're on floor number one, if you were to go outside while you're on floor number one, and you were to, let's say, put some pillows down from your couch, take your couch cushions off, put them on the ground, and I want you to fall. And just fall. Boom. Okay? You lean back, boom, you go. So when you fall from standing on the ground on floor one, okay, are you going to just standing there, are you going to fear the fall? No. Okay. Now let's go ahead and we'll go into the second story window. So now we have the second story window. We put those same exact couch cushions down, and then we fall from that height. Okay. Are you going to fear the height? Yes, you're going to feel fear it a little bit, right? And if nothing happens and there's nothing crazy, if you fall, you should be able to get right back up. From the second story window, it's going to be a little bit more of a fall, so it's going to be a little bit more dangerous for that fall to happen, but you probably could still live, right? But on floor 15, when you fall out that window, ladies and gentlemen, the odds of you dying are going to be a whole lot greater, if not almost absolute, for you to die when you fall from a height of that level, right? Because it's so much higher, right? And if I told you to go outside of the window and fall, would you have fear on that? The answer to that is yes. Most people would. Yes, I would. Because it's the height itself that we're scared of. And the fall itself, it's the fall itself we're scared of because of how high we are. But the representation that we are scared shows us that the height is amazing. So we're talking about that aspect I talked about before, that some people see that, oh man, I'm not to floor 100 yet. And then some people are like, yes, I'm not on floor 1. But the perspective is, ladies and gentlemen, if the height that you're currently at, when you fall from that, if it scares you, that means you're up high. And so here's where here's where it all ties together. The reason I'm bringing this up the way I am, ladies and gentlemen, is because right now a lot of us have built this life here on floor 15, floor 18, floor 20, and this coronavirus and what the government is doing and being locked down and all these other pieces have made you feel like you're going to fall from the height that you are. Well, the reason that you're scared to fall from that height, ladies and gentlemen, is because you've built up yourself to a level that you feel like when you fall, there is going to be some damage. But ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to understand is that your level that you're at right now is only temporary. And even if you end up having to move down a couple floors, you can still go right back up. See, the thing is, with living in the apartment 15 right now, it doesn't guarantee that you can't move up to apartment number 20, 25, 30, 50, 100 of this building. But just understand that at any point in time, ladies and gentlemen, if the fall was to happen, the higher up you are, the more you're going to have fear when you fall, and the more it's going to hurt when you do, right? So be grateful of the fact that you have height. See, we focus on the fall because the fall is what scares us, but in all reality, be grateful of the height. That's a whole different story. It's a whole different ballgame. Instead of you focusing on the fall that might come, that you focus on the greatness that you have achieved to get to the height that you're at. Don't worry about that you are not on floor 35 when you're on floor 15. Be grateful that you're no longer on floor 1, and don't curse the fact that you don't feel like your life is moving, because what it shows you is that you still are moving up. You're no longer on the bottom floor. And as you continually progress in your life, you have the chance to move further and farther ahead. So what I need you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is focus on the greatness of where you are now and focus on the positivity of where you will be. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you don't know what's next. You don't know the greatness. You don't know how high you go. You don't know how fast you go. You just know right now you're on floor 15 and you don't like it. But it doesn't mean that floor 15 is your final destination. It just means that floor 15 is your current destination. So focus in on those things that you want, ladies and gentlemen. Grow inside and don't be scared. Remember, and this is why I brought the water up, because that negative thought A negative focus of, oh my God, I'm not where I want to be, is putting that negative thought into your life and attracting more negativity in your life. But that idea that, man, I'm excited I'm on floor 15 because I'm not at the bottom anymore, that, height difference says that, wow, I need to start attracting more of this positivity and more great things will come to you, ladies and gentlemen. The height is not scary. It's the fall that scares us. But you are not scared of the fall unless you have height. You get what I'm saying? And I hope you got it, ladies and gentlemen, because like I said, I've been really fiending to get a word, and I have not been receiving the word like I have been. But luckily, a conversation that happened yesterday that really gave me this lesson, and I wanted to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, and I appreciate you being here because I haven't been here so long. And I really hope that I start getting daily messages again because I missed this. But I realized that without the connection to the world and the conversation with others, my brain doesn't work as well. It's the interaction with others and taking their problems and making it into whatever this ball is supposed to be that I'm able to receive. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you want to keep praying for me. Pray that I keep getting these great messages that I can give to other people, and the conversation comes back and we get quarantined so I can get out there and speak with the world and allow for that and God and all this stuff to come together to bring us something great. But I just want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's not the fall that will kill you. Well, the fall will kill you. Don't fear the fall, ladies and gentlemen. Be grateful for the height. And that's all I want to bring. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So, first thing is here. Let me get the first quote. So we're often more frightened than hurt. Ladies and gentlemen, that's very apparent right now. We're very frightened right now, and we aren't hurt right now. And that's what I'm saying. We're more frightened of the fall. Even though we haven't fallen yet, we're more frightened of the fall itself. Because most of the time we're not hurt. We're just frightened of what will be. So don't put that negativity in your system. There's no need. We suffer from more imagination than reality. Don't let your negativity of imagination be what takes you down. You know what I mean? And then here's the last quote, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the last one for the day. And this is a really powerful quote. In order to succeed, your desire must be greater than your fear of losing. Now, what we just talked about today, ladies and gentlemen, is a perfect example. When you want to succeed to go higher, you can't focus on the fear of losing where you are or the fact that you're not high enough. You need to focus on where you want to go. Look up, not down. And I say this all the time, and maybe I've said it in other videos, but whenever you're driving a car, ladies and gentlemen, if you're focused in the rearview mirror, you're going to crash ahead. The same thing is if you're focused on the front mirror, or you're focused on going forward, you can't see behind you. And I understand that history is necessary to know, but know your history before you leave. You back up to go back for a little bit before you go forward, but you don't go